Jade Jones was pushed right to the limit, and she came through every single one of those. Yeah. A champion is something or someone that has something consistent about them. Yeah. They can overcome the odds in every instance. Jade Jones showed that in 3 matches, and here she comes on to celebrate. Rightly so, a wonderful win for Jones.
Go for it, Jade. There was a time, and I think I'm fair to say, John, that this category was considered probably one of the weaker categories out of all the events that were there. Seeing some of these athletes who are coming through, some of the younger athletes, this category has become quite a bit tougher now, hasn't it?
The shift in terms of quality in Taekwondo is fantastic, and the development of the quality in all of the divisions, well, it's been a joy to behold so far, and the action just keeps on rolling.
Well, there's a lot of youngsters who are coming through, and, well, none more so than the athletes we're seeing coming out here, because we've got 19-year-old Aykhan Tagizadeh, I'll say that correctly, from Azerbaijan against Karol at 17-year-old. John, this could be a youth contest.
Well, it's certainly not a popularity contest, because Tagizadeh looks up for this, full of joy and full of delight to be here.
This is the final contest of the evening. Roback beats Tazagal 21-9 in the first round and never looked back. He won 10-2 in the quarter-final, 13-1 in the semi-final. He's not even had a close contest. He has absolutely dominated in every match he's had. But you look at Tagizadeh, well, look at him. He won 11-3 against Pantar in the first round match, but beats Benilla, who's a great fighter, Olympic champion, 7-5 in the quarter-final, and then beat the world number 1, 7-5, Denisenko. So what a fight this is going to be.
And they're straight into the open stance. They've got the opposite foot in front, trying to draw the opponent towards them. Tagizadeh leaning back. He knows the front leg competency of the pole.
Yeah. And I like this. They're very similar body types, very similar figures. There's no sort of advantage or disadvantage either way. We're going to just see a straight fight between two very equal fighters.
Good punch on the way through there from Karol Roback, the pole, and that has silenced the crowd there. A few pantomime jeers. But Tagizadeh, he knows that he's got plenty of time. Yeah, wonderful shot there, well blocked from Roback, and this one's going to come down to concentration and this cacophony here in Baku at the Crystal Hall. Well, it's a wonderful venue, set down the banks of the Caspian Sea. Great venue and great atmosphere, and so far a good 1-0 lead for Poland.
I love this crowd, actually. They don't sit on the fence, do they? They cheer fully when their man's doing well, and when the other person scores a point, they boo. They just... There's no PC here, they just get stuck in. But Roback, who's been quite incredible, he's been a real journeyman on the circuit. He's not won anything of any major note. And here he comes in on such a major event. And, you know, he is absolutely clinical with the way he fights. You know, very different from Tazagal. He has analysed how points are scored. And you can see that. And watch him in the clinch, because he's got a number of tricks up his sleeve. You can see him. He'll come in with this present kick, try and get 3 points.
And he's got another one there, just a simple turning kick to the body. Tagizadeh, the local Azeri, just leaving his arms hanging in the wind there, leaves a little space. And it's not been a good start for the youngster from Baku. And he's going to have to try and get out of this round, get back to his coach, and just try and regroup a little bit. It's been focus rather than skill that has caused the difference here at the pole. As you say, lasering in on the body armour and scoring with simple shots.
Well, Roback's defence has been very good. He's only conceded 3 points in the last 2 matches. And we've got a Kyung go for that, and that's painful on the top of the foot there from Tagizadeh. Well, end of the first round. Well, you know, if you've got a fighter, he's only conceded 3 points in that quarter in the semi-final. That shows he's really on top of his form. He's got his defence sorted out. And a 2-0 lead here, you know, the question is going to be asked for the Azeri fighter.
Absolutely, and has he got the answers? He's got Mohammad Reza, former Iranian Olympic team coach, in his corner. It was that punch that opened it up for the pole. But there's not been too much to separate them other than simple shots. So Tagizadeh knows that he's well in this match.
Yeah. Well, just looking through the database of past results, and this Taghizade is, done nothing of any major note. I think this is a breakthrough for both athletes. Neither athlete has really sort of, Taghizade has been a bronze and silver medalist at some of the lower level opens, not even at the majors. And here he is at one of the biggest majors of the year, and he's in the final.
And he's going to have to produce his best stuff here, because the way it's working out, Karol Roback, he's in again into that open stance. He knows the weapons that the Azeri has, and he tries with the chop kick over the shoulder. His coach, Martin Kozlak, in the break was trying to advise him to do that. That Kyungo will help.
Yep.
Pulls it back to a 1-point game.
I've never heard a Kyungo get applauded so much in the crowd, but that point gets him on the board, and it might just give him a bit of confidence. Now you see Taghizade there just trying a little bit of Pole's techniques back as they're in the clinch, trying a little cheeky back kick into the vest.
Taghizade just standing in the middle distance, a little bit too close, tries with the headshot. Well, there's nothing to choose between the two. The shin guard has come loose here.
Roback in red for Poland, Taghizade in blue for Azerbaijan.
Who's going to be on the top of the podium with the gold? Well, you know what the Baku faithful would like to see, but I mean, great credit, Karol Roback. He's caused a huge upset already. He's more than happy to beat someone like Servet and subdue him. He's trying to do the same here with this crowd.
Yeah. Oh, that could have been a point each way there. Both of them made a solid connection. Taghizade trying to go for the head, but realises that the Polish athlete's very good at closing the distance in, isn't he? Cutting out the space.
There's the shot on the inside, the little clincher, but it's been wiped away for holding.
Referee's
going to be a Kyungo as well.
Yeah. Considered ungentlemanly conduct, isn't it? Using an old football term, but
they got a yellow card for it anyway.
Just about a minute to go here in this second. We're halfway through this final, and you feel that all the fighting is yet to come here.
And that one was close there, just a whisker away from the head kick from the Pole. Likewise, Taghizade just trying to find an answer here. He's got an intense focus etched in his face, but he's just taking his time here, and that's a good tactic. He's done much better in this second period.
Yeah, it's been much tighter, and he's only a half point away from tying this up, so he's only a Kyungo away from levelling this at 2-2. The crowd are doing their best. It's now 3-1 as Taghizade came in. Roback helped himself, just left his vest. There you see, as he turned, Roback is just getting the foot up very quickly, and he's almost like a robotic fighter. He sort of sees opportunities. He doesn't look like a natural fighter, does he, John? He sees an opportunity, he goes, right, there's a point, I'll take that. And he's quite a strange mechanical fighter.
He's clinical. Yeah. He's absolutely clinical, and that's the thing, is that you saw the passion and the emotion between Denisenko and Servet, the spinning limbs and the emotion of it all, the passion of it all. But sometimes you have a clinician, and this has been a bit of a clinic so far from the big Pole.
Yeah.
He's picking his spots, but most importantly, he's not giving anything away. The only reason that he's conceded a point is because of deductions. Now, similar to Calvo Gomez, blocking is key, and the Polish fighter doing a much better job. However, down the stretch, Taghizade, at one point he's going to have to put caution to one side and go for it.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
But how quickly do you do that?
And Roback is probably going to be waiting for him as well. He's concentrating hard. It's the biggest moment in these two young men's lives. 19 and 17 years old. Taghizade of Azerbaijan in blue, 19 years old. And Roback of Poland in red, 17 years old. And Roback trying that little crescent kick again.
Well, double attempted headshot there, and this time he's decided to go for it. He puts in the punch, he gives the big cheer, and it is scoring for him, but a little shot on the inside. It's going to be, the referee's letting that one go for the first time. Yep. There's the head kick though, and it is 5-4 to the good for Taghizade. The Poland caught in the headlights and kicked in the face.
What a kick from Taghizade there. He under extreme pressure The pole was right on top of him.
And again, he's just flicked a little shot into the face there. And I don't know if we're going to need the video replay because the judges have seen it.
Well, what a moment this is, and what a 10 seconds. For Azerbaijan, they're all up out of their seats there. We're going to see this on a replay. We'll look for the blue foot, flick into the face. That looked like a touch.
Well, let's have a look at it here. He picks up the front leg, doesn't score in the first, drags it across the face there of the pole.
It's been given. The crowd are going crazy. It's 8-4.
And it's going to be 9 now.
Now it's 9. A Kyungo for the fall, and suddenly the world of Roback is falling apart here.
And what does Roback have here? Because this is what it's about. This is the moment. He's 5 points down. He was points up. The pendulum, the momentum has swung against him. Can he produce as an attacking force? We know that Tagizade is a rough, tough customer.
Yeah.
Let's watch and enjoy it.
Well, I'm pretty sure Tagizade is now going to just hold back because the pole is a counter-attacker. I'm not sure what's going on here. We're going to have a video replay card. But you're absolutely right, John. You know, the Polish athlete is a counter-attacker. He sees the weakness, he prods, he gets some points. Now, he's suddenly got to do it all. You know, this is a whole new ball game. This is not his natural game. But what? 2 head kicks there from Tagizade, and this sport has just been turned. This match has been turned upside down. Now let's have a look at this video replay, John.
The video replay was asked for by Marcin, the Polish coach, where you can see what it means to the Azeri faithful here. This man here, Marcin Kolarski, asking for a Kyungo to be removed. A Kyungo is a deduction. It was given for holding. Yeah. He's saying there's no holding, so he's asking for that Kyungo to be removed.
Yeah.
It's a minor detail, a technicality. However, it gives the Polish fighter time to think.
Yeah. Well, absolutely, gives him a break. It's rejected, and not surprisingly, these sort of cards are very rarely given. And now the Pole has lost his card, but he has at least had a break, and he's had a bit of a rest with just a minute to go. And now, as we see, suddenly the onus is on him, and we've never seen him do this before.
Absolutely, Adrian. Wonderful punch there from the Pole with great power and precision. He's pulled himself back into it. 4 points down. He's using that front leg. His tactics are spot on here.
Yeah.
But he's blowing a little bit. The pressure is on him.
Tagizade knew that the crescent kick was coming in. He had his shoulder up high. And there you go. Roback. That's going to be taken off, surely. Yes, and we've seen a card for this. That is Roback's little party trick, isn't it? All night long, on a clinch, when the referee calls Kallio, he comes in and just says, I'll just help myself to a sneaky little point here. And the referee, I think, I remember he missed, not this referee, but in a previous match, missed one of those, but the Tagizade knew that, there you go, the arm was up.
Incredible flexibility to execute it. Mohamed Reza just advising Tagizade just to take it cool.
Yeah. Now these sort of ones can get turned over, but it's the ones where it's the referee's opinion, where it's the holding, very rarely gets turned over. So the Polish did waste a card, but he had a rest.
Sure, and I wonder what the opinion of the Baku faith will be after this one has been rejected. The point stays on.
Well, that's a surprise, but we'll carry on. It's 9-6.
Well, there's 9-9 with the headshot there from the Pole, and the corner judges are up off of their seat. They've seen something that they do not like.
A headshot from Roback from very tight in. That's his trademark headshot, isn't it? He's almost on top of Tagizade.
He picks this shot up here. Watch the front leg here. Kicks to the face, knocks the chin back, shakes the head guard. Not this one, but here. The second kick from the Pole. Now,
there it is.
That's the shot. It scores instantly. No debate, no problems. It is 9-all. Will this go to sudden death? Who can find the shot to win?
No cards left on either side. It's down to the fighters and the referee from here on in. And there's a very significant yellow card against the Pole. That could produce significant with 20 seconds to go. Both athletes very aware. And you've got to say, Karol Roback has been absolutely amazing here to come back from 5 points down to tie this up in front of what is quite a vociferous home crowd. Again.
He tried the same tactic in the open stance, tries the punch, doesn't score, tries it again. Well, the corner judges, they're not going to give that in this cacophony.
And Roback stares at one of the judges and said, that was a good punch, I should have had it. Time is up. We're going to go to a golden point.